Welcome to Community Corner. My name is Mr. Ryan Nicholas Gray.
Hello, my name is Aaron County Castle.
Hello, my name is David DeWitt Taylor. Welcome to Community Corner. We are happy to welcome to our show Chuck Bratton from Community Housing Network, an agency that assists individuals with disabilities of any kind to secure housing in the community. Please welcome Chuck Bratton. Welcome, Chuck.
Oh, thank you.
Hello, Chuck. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing good, Ryan.
Always good to see you.
Chuck,
Always.
please, please tell us something about your family and when you were growing up.
The first question's the hardest one, huh? Well, growing up, we were real poor, and we moved around a lot, 2 or 3 times a year. We moved all over the country, and sometimes we didn't have an address at all. But it all ended well. It's amazing how things work out.
Got any hobbies?
Hobbies? Yeah, I like to do construction projects. I like to do a lot of home improvement stuff.
Got any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have one brother.
What's his name?
Russ.
What does for a living?
He works on pumps, water pumps.
Got any? What is your mom and dad's names?
Charles and Marcia.
Orion?
Okay. What plans do you have for a career?
When I was young, when I was just in high school, my plan was to join one of the big 3, like Ford or Chrysler or GM, and because everyone in my neighborhood that worked for the big 3 was making lots of money. But when I graduated high school, that's right when all the big 3 started laying off people. So I heard about these licensed group homes. They were moving people out of institutions, and so I got to work there. It's amazing how things do work out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. Chuck, did college prepare you for your career?
Ryan, it sure did. I got a degree in social work and one in management of healthcare services, so it worked out perfect.
Very interesting. Healthcare is a very important topic in Michigan. Very important.
Yes.
I totally agree, Ryan. That
David?
leads me to another question.
Okay, David, ask away, my friend.
What does housing mean?
Housing is just where people live, whether it's an apartment or a house or a condo or a mobile home. Housing means where people live, as opposed to where other things would live, like animals would live.
Orion?
Would you please tell us the name of your organization?
The name of my organization is Community Housing Network.
Thank you, gentlemen. Chuck, please tell us about the background of this organization.
Okay. About 7 years ago, Community Housing Network was a concept paper at Oakland County Community Mental Health.
I know someone down there, Vicky.
Yep,
Vicky Linzuter.
Sure, I know her too.
She's a great lady.
Vicky's
Worked
nice.
with her quite a bit. Anyway, in
Yes,
Oakland
she's
County
nice.
Community Mental Health, they wanted a one-stop shop where people with disabilities could go and get all of their housing questions answered, and where we could build a housing equity for people with disabilities.
Equity. You mean, so what does the word equity mean? That's what I've heard
Equity
of.
means money that's involved in housing, so there'd be lots of worth and value in housing for people with disabilities.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's interesting because people I live with my parents.
Yes.
My house is my home where I live with my mom and
I
dad. And
live
they
in
raised
an
me.
apartment.
You live in your own apartment and
Yeah.
you live with your parents. Where do you live, Ryan?
I live in Oakland County, but I live all the way a little bit north
I
of here.
live
Okay.
close to Main Street in Rochester.
Okay. Good.
Okay, I live with my parents.
You live with your parents.
Speaking of money, guys,
Yes.
where do you get your funds to operate
Oh.
this program?
We get our funding from lots of different sources. First place is Oakland County Community Mental Health, helps us fund so we can help people with disabilities. The next place we get our funding is through grants. Through Housing and Urban Development gives us grants to help people who are homeless with disabilities move into apartments and get off the street. We also get funding through donations.
Ah.
Aaron,
Yeah, I'm up. I'm up.
Are you having trouble? Because
No, I can do it, man.
okay, I'm
Yes,
just
buddy.
wondering if I need to help you or not.
Okay, I know.
go slow.
Okay,
Let's go ahead and try to enunciate.
okay.
Try again.
Uh,
Just take your time.
okay, are there any laws that help you in your walk?
Oh yes, there's plenty of laws that help us in our work. We believe in community, that people have a right to live anywhere they want to in their own communities. So the fair housing laws that say you have a right to live wherever you want, regardless of your race or your color or your sexual orientation or if you're handicapped. So the fair housing laws help us out quite a bit with our mission.
Thank you, Aaron.
Okay.
Chuck, how do you get your clients? Because most people in Michigan, like, how do you get your clients? How do you choose them?
They choose us. We go to a lot of helping agencies and we work with them. We offer our housing knowledge and our housing expertise to a lot of agencies. So they refer a lot of people to us. We go to a lot of conferences where people with disabilities visit.
Because speaking of conferences, I saw you at the Foreman Southfield several years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yes, that was.
We were talking about housing with you. I talked about housing with you. We talked about moving out someday.
That's right, Ryan.
David?
Chuck, please tell us, how do people get in touch with you and why?
Okay. People call me or visit Community Housing Network all the time. They can call me at 248-928-0111. Now listen to this. If a person in the community knows where a homeless person is staying or living right now, they can call Community Housing Network at 248-928-0111. Let us know where he is, because we have this program right now where we'll go out and meet people who are homeless and talk with them and try to get them connected with services.
Can you replace those two numbers for one time?
Okay.
For our TV program network?
Well, of course. It's if you have a homeless person, you know where they're living, where they're staying, call 248-928-0111.
And the other number you mentioned earlier,
That's the same number. Yes.
what's the one?
Yes.
It's the same one?
All right.
Aaron?
Yeah, are you working? Are you working with any other organizations that help the disabled?
Oh, that's a good question. We work with many other organizations that help people with disabilities, and housing isn't easy. Housing is essential though, and sometimes it takes a lot of coordinated efforts to meet all the needs of somebody with a disability and help them with their housing. So we provide like the technical assistance to help people figure out what's available in their way of housing, and other organizations provide some of the supports that are needed for a person to live independently in the community.
Thank you, Aaron. This is louder. Ryan, you have a question?
Okay.
Chuck, do you coordinate with other agencies in other states?
In other states?
Yeah.
No, we don't. But funny about that, we get a lot of phone calls from people all over the other states. We get phone calls from New York and Florida and California, people that find our address and our phone number on the internet, and they're searching for affordable housing.
I think the reason why we're doing that, Chuck, is because they need the same support.
Yep.
And also
That's
because also we have foreclosure in Michigan. Foreclosure, that's a big thing in Michigan. Everyone in their houses, you're losing their homes or kissing their houses, their homes goodbye.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
really
good.
hate foreclosures.
Yeah, that's right. That's not good.
That leads
David?
to my question, Ryan.
David, ask away.
Real estate companies play in a role with your work?
Could you repeat that question?
Do real estate companies play in a role with your
Oh,
work?
real estate companies. Yeah, they do play a role with our company. First, real estate companies help because we run a first-time home buyers program. If a person with a disability has a high credit rating and they're making some money, like $1,600 or $1,700 a month, they're eligible for our first-time home buyers program and they can apply for it. Or if they haven't owned a home in the last 3 years. And so they get to choose who their real estate agent is. One other way real estate agents play a role is our Homes Coalition. There's a group of real estate agents that donate their time every year to do a fundraiser for us. On October 15th, we'll have a fundraiser at Andiamos. And if you want more information about that, just call us at 248-928-0111.
Can you please repeat that number again, please?
Sure, 248-928-0111.
Thank you. Aaron?
Oh yeah. What do people need to do to get help? To get help from you?
We help anybody that calls us. We try to give them either at least information, education, referrals if they're asking about housing.
Glenn, you have a question?
Thank you, Aaron. Chuck, how do people qualify for your help?
How do they qualify?
Yeah.
Well, if most of the people that I help are served by Oakland County Community Mental Health.
All right, David, a question?
Yes, I do, Ryan. Do you have income guidelines in order to help people?
No, we don't have any income guidelines at all. Most of the people that we help have very, very low incomes. But I've talked to landlords. I've talked to people that have made hundreds of thousands of dollars in a year, but maybe they're unemployed now. So looking for answers to their housing crisis. So we don't have any housing, any income requirements.
All right.
Aaron?
So, are there any rules that, or I'm sorry, are there any rules about a person's income?
There isn't.
There isn't?
No.
Why is that, Chuck?
Excuse me?
Why is that?
Well, most of the
You
people.
say, why is that?
Yeah, most of the people that we help have very, very low incomes and are worried about where they're going to live next. But we've helped lots of people that have higher incomes too. You know, some of the very specific programs that's through like HUD, like for people who are homeless, they may have their own rules. But in general, for all of Community Housing Network, we don't have a income
I'd like to
requirement.
throw an extra question in.
Sure.
I've seen a movie called The Showless with Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx, what was the show called?
The Showless. It's a movie.
Okay.
He plays the role of a homeless person.
Oh, was that a good movie?
Oh yeah, I saw the report. It's really excellent.
I haven't seen it
recommend
yet.
to you.
I haven't seen that yet.
By the way, Chuck, there are some homeless
I
people
haven't
in
mentioned
Pontiac who are homeless. All homeless people who,
Yes, sir.
who need homes.
Yes.
Chuck, now, how do your clients find housing? On tours, newspaper listings, or on the computer?
Yeah, those are all good ways. People find housing in many different ways. They look in the internet, or they look at a newspaper, or they ask their friends where their friends are living, and they find places that way. But a really great place to start is our website. It's www.communityghousing.network.org.
Org, I think you're going to say it's org.
Org. Yeah.
Oh,
Or calling us.
Why do you call it .com? Make it easy for everyone. Have org.
So,
Yeah, it should be
since
.com.
since we have laws on the TV show, can you please repeat that? We need to mention.
Oh, the website?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's a great place to find subsidized apartments, a great place to find roommates, and find articles about housing is our website, www.communityghousing.network.org.
Great.
You're welcome.
David, have a question,
Yes,
David?
I do, Ryan. Is there any need for legal help?
There are sometimes need for legal help when it comes to housing.
All right, Aaron, have a question?
Aaron?
Oh yeah.
Let's go away.
How is the person matched up with the housing?
person matched up with housing.
Yeah.
Today people have choices. They can live where they want to, when they want to, and with whom they want to. And so basically it's up to the individual. We offer choices and give data and give people locations of where subsidized apartments are, where general apartments might be, and using a link called MichiganHousingLocator.com. But mostly people have a choice where they want to live. We don't tell people where to live.
Okay. Juan, do you have a question?
Yes, Chuck. Do you need people to work in individual cities?
Ryan, we do work with people in individual cities. There's housing commissions. A lot of cities have housing commissions. And Community Housing Network goes to these housing commissions and to give people with disabilities representation at these different city housing commissions.
You know, I wish they had one in Oakland County. Do they have one in Michigan that I can go to and talk about housing, talk about finding a place to live, finding a place to live for myself someday?
Yeah, sure. Community Housing Network would be the place to go.
All right. David, have a question?
Yes, I do, Ryan.
That's cool.
I have
How
2 more
do
questions
you
to
keep
ask.
track of your clients?
Oh, there's lots of different ways that we do it. It depends on what programs people are in. If a person has been homeless and we've helped them out through our leasing assistance program that we've gotten grants through HUD, we have a housing case manager that goes and visits them and checks on them. If a person is still homeless and they haven't gotten into services yet, we have a outreach program that our outreach specialist goes and visits people out in the streets. So there's a couple of different ways we
All right.
keep track.
Aaron, have a question?
Aaron?
Are there any plans to raise money such as fundraising?
Oh, that's a great
I knew
question.
you brought that question, Aaron.
I knew you'd bring it up. I knew you'd bring it up.
Yeah. Okay, we have a few great fundraisers right now. We have a homeless walk where to end homelessness. We're going to be walking on Saturday, May 30th.
Can
If you
show
want
us
more
the flyer,
information,
please?
The flyer. Show us the flyer.
Can you show us
Oh,
the flyer?
Yeah, so we can look at it.
Okay.
We can show
this
it.
is a walk to end homelessness.
Right there.
Can we start in, please?
Okay.
And tell us about the walk. So, how do people get registered
That's
for
to
this
raise
walk?
money so we can help people get into apartments. We're also having a cleaning supply drive. If right now, if people want to help people that have gotten into apartments that have disabilities and are homeless, they can donate cleaning supplies to those guys. That's one thing they have a really hard time purchasing, and they can call us or visit us with those cleaning supplies. We also have a Planting for Hope. Many churches and organizations are on June 6th are going to go to these different houses and these different apartments that we have and clean up the front lawns for people with disabilities.
Okay.
Now, one more. That one October 15th at Andiamos is another way people can come and have a party with us and have a silent auction.
Ooh, and what are some of the items? What are some of the items auctioned off? Some of the items auctioned off. Because it might have to attend.
We auction off golfing outings and different kinds of movie outings and lots of gift basket kind of things.
Ooh, I'm coming. I'm coming.
Oh, good.
Come in too.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
I'll be there.
But can you tell the audience how to get to that restaurant?
All you have to do is call Community Housing Network for more information.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you provide conferences or workshops to teach people?
Oh yes, we sure do. We provide conferences and workshops on what a subsidy means and what a roommate is, and we provide these to people with disabilities, how to get a roommate and what kinds of things to look for a good roommate, and we provide in-services on all kinds of different housing.
Mr. David DeWitt, Taylor, question for our guest today.
Do you have flyers or pamphlets containing agency information?
Yes, here's one of our pamphlets right now, Community Housing Network, Inc. It just shows some of the services that we provide here and our phone number and address and contact information.
All right.
Please.
It's an important thing to mention. It's important that people in Michigan have a place to have a voice in America. people who need housing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's becoming a more and more
Serious, because foreclosure rates are up right now. People are homeless.
problem.
It's just embarrassing, just terrible. To see all these good people on the streets, poor, with no money, no place to live. And it makes
I recommend you that movie, The Soloist. It's really good.
I'm gonna have to
The
go
Soloist?
I'm gonna go see
Yeah.
it.
The soloist.
Oh, the soloist.
Yeah.
Any other question, Aaron? Ask
Yeah.
away.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I do have a question. Thank you, Orion. Okay, are volunteers used to help out? Okay, and if so, what do they do?
Volunteers?
Yeah.
Well, we have volunteers that do all kinds of things. Sometimes they go to these houses out in the community and help clean up the yard, or plant flowers, or put mulch down. Sometimes volunteers come to the office and help do some research, or there's lots of different kinds of tasks.
You know, Chuck, you
available to-
just mentioned the word volunteer.
Yeah.
I'm going to come volunteer one day at your office someday.
Oh, that would be great.
I do volunteer in the economy. I work at the Michigan Humane Society and the Rochester Public Library.
You do? Which library?
The Rochester one.
Rochester Public Library?
Yeah.
Oh, what do you
Chuck?
do there?
Just call books.
Oh,
And by the way,
That's nice.
I work at a museum, the Van Hoosen Farm Museum. It's a
yeah?
great museum.
you ever see dinosaur bones moving around?
No,
I saw this movie.
you did?
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, please tell us a success story.
A success story.
Yes,
Okay.
I like stories. I love hearing stories.
A few years ago, I was working at this Connection Day. It's kind of like a conference, but it's for people that are homeless and trying to get people that are homeless connected with services. And there was this gentleman that walked up to the table I was running, because there's like Social Security's there and Department of Human Services is there, and these homeless guys are getting haircuts and stuff. Well, this one gentleman that came up to me, he was homeless, but he had a severe disability. Anyway, I helped him get involved with Community Housing Network. We have a leasing program that helps people who are homeless get into apartments, get off the street. Well, he was successful at that once he got connected, and eventually he got his own job, and now he's giving back to the community by going out and helping other people that are homeless. Now that's a success story.
That's nice, David. Will you ask your final
Okay.
question, Mr. Taylor?
I mean, my question may ask, but I'll try again. How may the general public get in contact with you to offer ideas or help
Oh, well,
by
that,
a website or email?
yeah, the email probably worked good. If the general public had a suggestion, or perhaps they wanted to get involved, they could email me at cbratton@chinc.net.
Can you please repeat that, please?
It goes slow. Sweet.
That's C Bratton, that's cbratton@chinc.net.
All right, we have nothing for our show, gentlemen.
Oh, I'm not done yet, right? I have a question. One final
All right,
question.
I do. All right.
Oh, good.
Do you sponsor special events
Special event
during the year?
during the year.
If so, please share that information with us.
Oh, I mentioned quite a few of them, what's going on right now. A couple more is that our Andiamos one on October 15th, with a big party, a big dinner, silent auction to raise money, sponsored by the Homes Coalition, real estate agents. Also, during the holiday season, we have a Adopt a Family program where people can adopt a homeless person, and they have a wish list that they were hoping that people would buy, things like lamps and clothes. That's another real special event that we have.
David?
After Michelle, I'll give my teacher's email because you, to me, is an inspiration.
Oh, thank
to
you.
come here because
Well, I think you guys are quite an inspiration.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is that when I first met you, it was a relief.
Oh,
Because I'm now hearing from you is a great life story about you.
thank you.
I want you to come back
Okay,
sometime next year.
sure.
Well, David,
Ryan, can you please wrap it up, please?
all right, and remember after your questions? There's how for your question things, remember?
That's right, before we wrap it up, let's do our favorite question.
All right, Chuck, hey, now what is a restaurant? And
That's all,
no lie to me. What is a restaurant? And it better be someplace you like.
My favorite restaurant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah. This is a free plug to
A free plug. Any place you think of. Any
yeah,
place.
what's that? Buffalo, not
Buffalo Wild Wings.
no, not that one. The Mongolian barbecue.
Mongolian barbecue.
That's my absolute favorite. It's not terribly expensive. The food is very, very good for you.
Mongolian
All vegetables.
barbecue?
Yeah.
Where you go to Mongolia?
That is awesome.
I mean, what's your favorite vacation?
My favorite vacation.
Yeah, it's any place you got.
Wow. That's a good question. I like going down south. I like
Carolinas?
I like the mountains of Middlesboro, Kentucky, and
Okay.
Tennessee.
All right.
Okay.
And Ms.
About a few people, my question, Chuck, please, Patterson, please. What is your favorite part?
I knew he was asking. I knew that. Are you folks? Yeah, folks.
What's your
I knew he was gonna
favorite?
ask.
If you shit me.
Hey, Chuck, tell us your favorite pop is. What is
Favorite
it?
pop.
What
Favorite
is it?
pop. Right now, I guess is root beer.
What kind? Diet?
It has to be Fago.
Fago. That's good stuff.
Why Fago?
I don't know. It's a
like
Michigan.
Old
Used to
Town.
be a Michigan brand.
All right. And Mrs. Ryan Nicholas Gray, we thank you being our guest today, for telling us about people who find housing, those with disabilities, may of dreams and having their own homes, independence, and helping them. You are helping them.
Yep.
Aaron?
You're welcome.
Thank you for being our guest today. My name is Aaron County Castle.
I'm Mr. Ryan Nicholas Gray, from my friend Aaron Cotton Castle. This is David DeWitt Taylor.
My name is David DeWitt Taylor. Thank you for watching our show today and make sure Chuck for coming down. Remember, folks, it's time to think about housing. Remember, watch that movie, The Show Rich.
And remember,
Goodbye.
and remember, housing's about you in Michigan. Get out there and get a house.
Well, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, David.
Bye, folks, and have a good evening, everyone. Bye-bye.